Warframe, just like many other games with a lot of features and mechanics and content and a lot of things, could be overwhelming, especially if you're a beginner. And today I will be sharing some tips with you that will hopefully make your life easier when it comes to playing Warframe. And the first tip I'm gonna give you was actually a lifesaver for me back in the day, and that is to open every locker and cache that you see. Trust me, later in the game, that will be a lifesaver because you don't know when you need a certain resource, and if you just like on your way while you're doing the mission, open every cache and resource and break the resources and open lockers. By the end of the game, like when you reach like mid-game, end-game, when you find yourself wanting to craft like a certain thing, you would have the resources to craft these stuff. Otherwise, you would have to go on a run and craft and farm everything and then craft whatever you want. So it's a lifesaver. And in case you wonder what these things look like, some of this look like this in Grenier, and the lockers look like this. They might come in different shapes, but in general, a general rule with any faction that you go, they will have a similar locker that, you know, looks like a locker, and you can just open it. And also, don't forget to scan these. And since we're talking about resources, we might as well talk about the next step that we have here, which is where to get those resources. And it's simple. Some players just ask, hey, how do I get those resources? What planets drop the resources that I need or the stuff that I need? And it's simple. Go to your navigation here. And once you go here, you're gonna find at the bottom of your screen a button that says Resource Drones. Click on it, and basically when you hover over this, it's gonna show you the resources that are in each planet, or what do you expect out of planets when you go farm lockers or caches or whatever, or the resources that are on the ground itself. For example, Earth has ferrite, torpedo. If I go to Jupiter here, I go this here, salvage, hexanon, neural sensors, and so on. Next step that I have for you guys has to do with mods, and it has to do with wasting your time and resources on flawed mods. For example, this mod looks cracked and it says flawed here. Don't waste your time on it. Don't waste your endo, don't waste your credits, don't waste your time on upgrading those ones. You can use it fine on your Warframe or weapon or whatever, but just don't upgrade them, don't level them up unless you get the right one. For example, if I type here flow, for example, I have prime flow, I have a flow that's broken. Don't waste your time on this. Farm till you get this one, or go looking for it. Go buy it from a tenno, but don't waste your time and resources on leveling up this one. The next step that I have for you guys is actually really important in my opinion, but also a lot of people don't like it because they get bored fast, which is leveling up all your weapons and tools and everything that you have. For example, let's say you got a new melee weapon or a new primary weapon. Make sure to make it to get it max level. Like for example, I have this Dex Separis, which is level 0. I should make it to level 30 or max it before I sell it or get rid of it, because that would increase my MR here, mastery rank. And the same with my Warframe, my secondary, my melee. I know a lot of people don't like this because it takes a lot of time. A lot of the time they find it boring to just like collect the affinity and level up weapons, but it's really important, guys. If you want to like level up your mastery rank fast, or forget about fast, but get beyond, for example, mastery rank 12, you want to rank every weapon that you get, especially the ones at the beginning, because you're at the start of the game. You maybe don't think that leveling up a weapon to the max would make a difference, but trust me, it does. So make sure to level up all your weapons and warframes. The next step here should actually be pretty straightforward, which is a way to get endo, not really fast, but endo for beginners in the game, and it's not that hard. You just like one step basically, where you go in your navigation. Once you unlock Maru, I think you have to do a certain quest to get her, but once you unlock her, look on the top right on the buttons, there's alerts, click on it, and each week, I think it resets on Monday, you would see Maru here, tells you, hey, come and take your weekly Iota treasure hunt, which is a mission that you go to. There's a course in that mission that you have to finish to get the Iota sculpture and go back home. And once you go back, you know, you want to go to your Iota place, which is with the mods here, and you want to go on Iota treasures. You're gonna find your empty Iota sculpture. By empty, I mean there's no stars at all. And you want to collect as well the Ember stars and the Cyan stars. I think you can craft the Ember stars. I don't remember where you get the blueprint from. But once you have enough, you can fill the Iota sculptures, and then you can sell it back to Maru. So once you're at Maru's Bazaar here, you want to go talk to her, and she's going to ask you a couple of things. Let's go to the very bottom option here and click yes, I'm ready. It's going to take you to a mission where you would just like go hunt for the treasure, and that will be it. You get the Iota sculpture. As you can see, I'm just here in the mission, and there's a waypoint here that shows me where is the room for the Iota sculpture. There's like a sort of a puzzle or like a parkour course that you have to do in order for you to reach the Iota sculpture. Once I reach it, I'm gonna go come back for you guys. So here's the room that I've reached, and you're gonna find a pad here. You wanna click on it and just like speed run for to the door before it closes. I don't know why I died here, but sure. Why do I keep dying? That's funny. Okay, but you wanna step on this pad as well. and this is gonna open. Here's the final room before the course starts. Once you click on it, a timer is gonna start, and you want to be at one of the doors. For my life to be easier, I'm using Wukong here. I just go on the very bottom. This is one of the annoying ones. I don't like this one at all. It's like a parkour course that I have to finish in order to reach the Iota sculpture. And you just wanna navigate your way to here. Once you hit the pad, the timer is gonna stop. You're gonna find your sculpture right here. Tip number 6 is farming for syndicate standing and syndicates in general. You wanna go to this panel. You're gonna see all the syndicates that you have. I think you unlock it after MR3 or at MR3. I'm not sure. You wanna pledge for the syndicate that you like the most, I guess. I'm pledged to Arbiters of Hexes, and you're gonna see on the bottom right corner that I have some daily standing left, and that means if I just play the game while I'm pledged to the syndicate here, I'll get points. If I do the syndicate missions in the navigation, I'll get points as well. What you do with these points is you go for view offering. You're gonna find a lot of goodies that you can buy. Obviously, you have to level up the standing multiple times or the syndicate multiple times with the faction so you can get the higher tier items, and you can do multiple things with it. First, you can get relic packs, that's pretty useful. You can get mods for your warframes. You can get weapons that you can level, and those weapons are better than the normal ones. Like Telos Boltor is way better than the normal Boltor, for example. And that's not just like the case. You can also sell them. You can buy them and sell them for platinum, and that's a way to make platinum. You can sell the weapons, you can sell the mods, and if you do that with multiple syndicates at one time, that would give you the optimal amount of platinum or items if you just want to level them up. One issue that I faced myself in the beginning when I started playing the game is that I didn't know where to get certain blueprints for weapons that I wanted to play with. Like, I saw a lot of people using a certain weapon, but I didn't know where to get it from. I didn't ask people or anything like that. I just like relied on the blueprints that drop from missions or whatever. And I was surprised to know that a lot of people actually didn't know that you couldn't buy blueprints from the market, which I didn't know as well when I was a beginner. So you want to just go to the market and you want to go to weapons, and you're gonna find a lot of weapons that you can just like buy the blueprint for. For example, if I go to Bolto here, it's gonna give me two options, one for platinum, one for credits. If I go for the one for platinum, keep in mind it's gonna give me a weapon slot and an installed Orkin, like it's pre-installed, so I don't have to buy any of that. If I buy the blueprint for 15 credits, I have to craft it, and if I want to put a catalyst layer on, I can do that myself, which is gonna cost me more money or effort or farming or whatever, and it's not gonna give me a weapon slot with it. That's why it's very expensive with platinum. But you want to just go with this check here, buy the credits and craft it yourself, and voila, you got a weapon yourself. And speaking about new weapons and equipment, a very important thing early on is that you should join a dojo or a clan basically, which you should craft a dojo key or a clan key, I don't remember what its name, and that would allow you to go physically in the dojo, which is like a relay, and they have labs. Those labs sell blueprints for weapons and for warframes, and it's pretty cool in general, so make sure to join one early on. Once you craft the dojo key or the clan key and you join the dojo, you're gonna find it here on the map. If you click on it and you click, for example, here, the dojo is gonna take you there physically. Once you are in the dojo, you want to open the map and you want to go physically to the labs that you want to go to. Or you can just fast travel if you have the option. For example, I want to go to Energy Lab, right? If I go here, it's gonna show me a ton of blueprints for weapons. I could just like buy all of them, craft all of them, and I would have weapons that I might like and use, or just there for the MR. And that's the case for multiple, I clicked navigation by mistake, that's the case for multiple labs, not just the energy lab, but also there is a tenno lab, fast term for example, there is a tenno lab, a bio lab, a chemistry lab, or a chem lab. It's gonna show a lot of cool weapons. You can get the Ignis Wraith here now, so that's a plus. Tip number 9 that I have for you guys is that you should give some love to the Nightwave and Nora. Well, Nightwave is right here in this panel. If you click on it, it shows you a couple of things on the screen. It's like a battle pass, but for Warframe with its own style. The missions here, if you finish it, it gives you like points or let's say standing. And once you collect 10,000, you would go level up for the next reward. For example, it gives you credits, it gives you operator collections, gives you weapon slot, warframe slots, cosmetics, a lot of things. And not just that, but the creds, you can use it for cred offerings. Here, you can buy Orkan Catalyst and reactors. You can buy Vuben, for example. You can buy a lot of things. You can buy cosmetics, you can buy mods, you can buy weapons. It's endless, right? So it's a really important thing in the game. So make sure you give it some love, give it some care, give it some time in your daily Warframe farming and adventures. The last tip I have for you guys, or more of an advice, is that you should do your research in the game. For example, if you're like confused about something, ask your friend, ask Google, go on YouTube. If you want to level up your weapons faster, if you want to farm endo, if you want to do anything in the game, go on YouTube. Don't be afraid to do your research, watch videos, ask people. The game truly has a lot of content and a lot of things. It's confusing at some times, and it has a lot of methods to do different things. So when you find yourself stuck at some point, go ask YouTube, go on forums, go on YouTube, and do all of that. You're gonna find a lot of answers. People don't just like leave you there. A lot of people have the knowledge to certain things, and definitely you should take advantage of that. So if you found this video useful in any way, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to see more Warframe content, subscribe. And also, great thanks to the people who commented on the last video. Truly awesome people. Thanks for all the information and the engagement with the video, and have a great day.